Hey guys, what's up? Alpha Lion Simba here, and welcome to another episode of Animal Mythbusters. Tonight, we will be talking about what I consider to be the most misunderstood creatures in the animal kingdom. Bats. Bats I consider to be misunderstood because a lot of people hate them. Like, they're creepy, they're gross, everything. So I'm taking the most infamous misconceptions about bats and I'm going to debunk them. Let's begin.
Number 1, bats are blind. Now, we're all familiar with the old saying, as blind as a bat. Well, let me tell you that statement is 100% false. Bats can actually see very well in the dark. In fact, fruit bats rely on their senses of sight and smell. The only reason why bats like the big brown bat rely on echolocation is to pinpoint the location of their food. Number 2, bats are birds. Now, since bats are flying animals, it's very easy to think that bats are birds. But in fact, bats are not birds. They're mammals, and they're the only mammals that can truly fly. Number 3, bats are flying rodents. Now, bats look a little bit like rodents. They're small animals like rodents, but bats are not rodents. They belong in their own order called Chiroptera, which means hand wing. One key feature about rodents is that they have teeth that keep growing throughout their lives, a trait that is not found in bats. Number 4, bats fly into your hair. In ancient times, when bats were used as symbols of evil, some people thought that bats fly into people's hair to collect hair samples for witches. And people in modern times think that bats will intentionally fly into their hair and make a nest out of it. This is stupid. A bat would never intentionally fly into somebody's hair because, well, for one, they don't actually serve witches, and 2, bats don't build their homes. They roost in caves, on tree branches, in barns, or in hollow trees. Number 5, all bats suck blood. Now, bats are often associated with vampires, and there is actually such a thing as a vampire bat. But not all bats suck on blood. In fact, only 2 species of bats, which are indeed vampire bats, actually feed on blood. Most other bats rely on food sources. In fact, many bats around the world, including the big brown bat and the silver-haired bat and the eastern red bat, eat on insects. Fruit bats, true to their name, eat fruit and nectar from flowers. The greater bulldog bat eats fish. The spectral bat, also known as the false vampire bat, eats birds, small mammals, and even other bats. Oh, and about actual vampire bats, they only rarely bite humans, and they don't drink enough blood to actually harm an animal. Number 6, bats are dirty, disgusting creatures. This one should be pretty easy. Bats are not dirty. They're clean animals, and given that some of them live in large colonies, they spend a lot of time grooming each other, particularly mothers and pups. Number 7, bats inherently carry rabies. Now, when people think of animals that carry diseases, they often think of bats. Well, bats don't inherently carry rabies or any other disease. They contract these diseases through natural causes, just like any other animal. That being said, though, it's still not a good idea to touch a bat you find on the ground.
Well, that was it. My Animal Mythbusters video on bats. And hopefully this video helped you gain a new appreciation for bats and see them as the fascinating creatures that they really are. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave requests for future videos in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Alpha Lion Simba, out.